I'm out in the snow today, and I'm kind of reflecting about the last 5 days and what anticipating an ice storm and the loss of power kicked up my anxiety. I'm going to talk a little bit or share my experience with what I've went through the last 5 days. All this snow and the threat of ice and losing power and really kicked in my anxiety bad. I've dealt with anxiety most of my life, and it is a big problem for so many people. I learned in recovery it's a trauma response, the hypervigilant, waiting for that next time, you become hypervigilant in that waiting. And I know in my first marriage, I walked on eggshells, and I was waiting for the next time he would blow up and cause a scene. And I've learned in, several counseling sessions and ladies' retreats, I've learned how to do guided meditation. And one of the things that really works for anxiety is ice is falling. We're supposed to melt out today. But I learned how to use guided meditation to lower my anxiety. So how you do this is you think of a safe place and you use your senses and think about your favorite things, smells, sights, sounds, taste, hearing. And so I developed in my mind a safe place, and it's out in nature. I love nature. Nature speaks to me. That's why I'm out here today, walking back and forth in front of my house, just to be out a little bit and get some fresh air. And I love the snow, and we rarely get it. So this anxiety reared its ugly head. Whenever I feel threatened, this anxiety pops up. And this ice storm was a threat to my basic needs of staying warm, heat, shelter. So we got prepared, as we know how to prepare, but this visualization of my safe place, and I can close my eyes and go there immediately at any time. It's a tool I use, and to be able to do that, but I had to learn how. And I picked a meadow that's in New Mexico, and the aspen trees and the silky grass, and there's always a bench for me. And then I could tap into the spiritual side of that, of the 91st Psalms, and I would envision this angel, and I would dwell in the secret place of the Most High. And I can go there in my mind's eye immediately. And there's several things that help with anxiety. That one has been a tool that's really helped me. Grounding is one. Grounding is not what people think of it as today, but it's when you come outside of yourself and you can describe your surroundings. You describe them out loud, because you see, when you use your vocal cords, you vibrate your vocal cords, and it relaxes your vagus nerve. And when you get into a state of anxiety, it sets off your sympathetic nervous system, and that tightens your vagus nerve. You put pressure on your chest, humming tapping, any movement, you know. Put on your favorite song, sing as loud as you can, and dance, you know, and those three things. Because, you know, being someone who has trauma in their background, it is a trauma response. And when I feel that in my body, I have to learn and know what's going to calm it down and put me back into my parasympathetic nervous system. I don't take medication for my anxiety. I use tools, box breathing. And the reason box breathing is so good is because it's to the count of 4. And it's easy to remember, because when you're in a state getting amped up, your mind doesn't work as well, because you've already moved to your survival mode. Your lizard brain takes over, and then you can't think. So, you know, to stop the bus, it's really a freight train for me, big old freight train. So I can breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, out for 4, hold it for 4. It's a box. One, two, you know, you make a box. Box breathing, tapping, anything to interrupt your thought process. I've learned a lot of reframing when I get anxious. You know, it's about fear for me. Perceived threat. So many times it's perceived. It's not real. So that perceived threat, false events appearing real. But I tell myself, if I wasn't facing this or going through this, what would I do? And then I do that, because action helps to diminish fear. And so what I did during this gearing up for this snowstorm is all the things, because 5 years ago, I was the executive director of a small facility, and our pipes, several pipes froze and the water busted. 11 o'clock at night, and they're calling me out. So I had to go up there. We could not get the lid off of the water thing to shut the water off. Had to call the water company. Took them about 30 minutes to get there. Do you know how much water can come out of a pipe in an hour? Let me tell you, it was a lot. And so that was a little traumatizing, because I was responsible for this facility. We had 20 clients, and cut the water off, and we had emergency water. Thank goodness, 20 people plus employees. There's the mail truck. What do they say? That they show up in all weather. So true. I guess so do I. As a creator, I'm out here in the snow making a video. Oh, with the fresh air. It is a little warmer today. I think it's about 25 degrees. We're supposed to get up past freezing today, and I'm glad of that. My one frozen pipe, we didn't lose power, but I have a frozen pipe, has thawed out, and it's all good. Thank goodness. So, anxiety, yeah. I've had panic attacks in the past. I dealt with it most of my life. But today, for most of the time, I don't deal with it. I had forgotten what it was like to have that high anxiety until the other day. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm going to end this video, and my neighbor's out, and the mailman, he's putting mail in my mailbox. I should go check it. I might have a package from Sally D. You never know when she's going to send something. You have a good day, and be you on purpose. Okay, I'm starting over. I'm looking at the wrong end of my phone. The camera's over here. My green dot doesn't show up out here. Okay.
Bye now.